Hey, good buddies, what's up? And welcome into the Good Buddies Anime Review. I am your good buddy, Roger.
And I am your good buddy, Brandon.
And this week we are talking about an excellent Netflix anime.
Yeah, man. One that you were like hyped for before it even started to come
came
out.
out like winter season or something.
Yeah, man.
Earlier this year, and then it was in Netflix jail until just recently.
Well, the first half anyway.
Yeah.
The finale hasn't even aired yet, so I hear they're waiting for that before they drop the rest of it, obviously.
So there will be, this is a review of part 1 of Carole and Tuesday, but there will be a part 2. And yeah, whenever it did come out, I did go find a way to watch it. Thought it was real cute then. I watched it with the dub, thought it was still real cute.
Mm-hmm. You
I actually hadn't finished it on my first watching, and so I got up to further than I was with the dub.
Mm-hmm. So you had been watching it in like a fan sub, and now you just watched the dub all the way through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only seen the dub on Netflix.
Yep.
It's it's pretty interesting, but let's talk about it. We're gonna get on into this and break it on down and tell y'all about it and let y'all know what we think, whether or not you should check it out or not, by giving you a review of recommendation. And Roger, if it was absolute trash, what would you call that?
I would call it anime, maybe not.
What if it was like, not the worst, but it wasn't great?
Anime.
It's average. It was fine.
Anime, maybe.
It was actually really good, though.
It's Animos, definitely.
But if it was incredible, Roger, if it was so good.
If it was so good, it'd be Animazing.
It would be indeed. And the way we're going to get there is by giving it a final rating out of 10 stars, 5 different categories, 2 stars each. That is how math works. Mm-hmm. And those categories are as follows. Roger, number 1.
The story and setting.
Number 2.
The characters in development.
And number 3.
The art and animation.
Roger, the 4th.
The soundtrack.
And finally, that 5th category, that Good Buddies Wiggle Room, that
Genocide Comedy.
Roger, what does that mean?
I don't know what.
I don't know what. But that's how we're going to do it, so let's break on into it. You want a quick pitch, big boy?
Yeah.
Let me hit you with it. I'm trying to keep it. I've been finding lately whenever I do these, the quick pitch is always just the story.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was thinking too.
I'm just going to like be a little little vaguer with it.
I mean, yeah, you could probably just throw it in there with the story and
tell me what you think about this one. Here's what I wrote for this one. A quick pitch. This is a story of life, love, and music. In the not-so-distant future on a terraformed Mars, we see 2 young women who meet, become friends, and they form this musical duo that will touch your heart, Roger, and maybe change the world. From the director of Cowboy Bebop, Shinichiro Watanabe, and commemorating both Studio Bones' 20th anniversary and the record label Flying Dog's 10th anniversary, Carole and Tuesday is a fun and moving tale with some truly beautifully crafted music. This is legitimately some great stuff, man. And the album is on Spotify. Check it out. Yeah. But that's a quick pitch, man. Let's get into the story and setting.
Okay.
So, like we said, not too distant future, terraformed Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, so I had heard, I haven't seen any evidence because, I mean, they're not going to obviously reference it or anything. I think that would be a little too on the nose. But it's supposed to take place in the same universe as Cowboy Bebop, right?
Yeah, Alba City is where the movie was.
Yeah. But it's not like, you're not going to see freaking Ed and Spike walking around.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
It's way in the past, I think.
Yeah.
Compared to when
because like Cowboy Bebop was like 2070 something.
Yeah.
And so this is like probably, I don't know, 2050 or whatever. I don't think they give you a year.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah. But, yeah. The whole thing centers around our main 2 characters, Carole and Tuesday, obviously. Tuesday Simmons, who runs away from her wealthy but secluded life to pursue her love of music in the big city, and she almost immediately runs into Carole Stanley, who's playing music on a bridge, and they immediately connect and start writing music. Now, here's what I want to know. You're going to give me 2 people in a band. One's named Simmons, one named Stanley. Where is my Peter Criss? And where is my Ace Frehley? This is basically Kiss. They are half of Kiss. What's up with that, man?
I didn't even think about it, but that's totally what they're doing there.
I saw those 2 last names. I was like, wait. It's freaking goofy. But yeah, it's freaking rad, dude.
Yeah.
They meet up. What do you think about it, man?
I thought it was awesome. Tuesday, of course, her instrument of choice, both of them are vocalists. Mm-hmm. Her instrument of choice, or that she carries around, is an acoustic Gibson hummingbird.
Hell yeah.
Which, I mean, all hummingbirds are acoustic, but
it's good.
Yeah, it's freaking sue me. And
it's really beautiful too.
It really
put
they're
the
beautiful
details
guitars.
on that. Yeah.
They're there's a secondary version, another like bird line of guitar they do. I actually have the Epiphone version of the Dove.
Nice.
Which is a guitar that Elvis played.
Well, this guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Goodness,
I
how
do
fancy.
love my Dove.
I got an art core. That's about it. I like.
And then Carole plays her Korg keyboard.
Hell yeah!
It's I don't know how many keys. It is a full keyboard. But
yeah. 88. It's not. Isn't it 88?
Yeah. It's not extended and it's not shortened. It looks to be like just the full size standard keyboard. But a Korg is also a very nice brand of keyboard.
Yeah, dude.
Probably up on that top of the line stuff. Both, of course, a Gibson is. And they get their instruments out, they get together, and one thing that I really like about this show is, of course, the music that they make. You see them make a lot of this music.
Yeah.
And it also comes off as like these are two 17-year-old girls.
Yeah.
And the music, the way they pluck around and stuff, you can tell that they're figuring it out on their own. They do a really good job of expressing
that's actually one I was going to talk about later, but there's an amazing scene where you just see them figuring out this first song they're writing.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool. Like everything about it is just, it's like you're just sitting there watching these two artists find themselves.
And the story really just involves another guy that we'll talk more about, Gus, becoming their manager. And trying to push them to the top of making music that they write themselves in a world full of music created by AI.
Notably, all the music in this world is written by AI. It's not like full-on Hatsune Miku style, but like the beats, the rhythms, the lyrics, everything is prefabricated by these computers that are studying the trends and putting out the perfect song or whatever. And as we see later, there's a person who shows up named Angela, who is basically a model who's trying to become like a musical artist now. And she gets hooked up with this guy, Tao, I believe.
Tao, yes.
Yeah, who is like he's the producer. He's got the best AI. He prefers AI to people. He doesn't like people at all. But man, he knows his artificial intelligence, and he pumps out all the big hits. So they end up together, and you kind of feel like there's going to be like a rivalry thing there, but hey, you get a little bit of it. But yeah, man, it's pretty sweet. I will say on the setting side of story and setting, I want to live in this world so badly.
It's beautiful.
It's very beautiful. And it's so cool because it is like the future on freaking Mars. There is in fact life on Mars, but like the thing is, it's so.
I think it's only partially terraformed.
Yeah, partially. But like the whole thing is like you're watching this stuff that is so futuristic and yet still recognizable and familiar.
Yeah.
Like they hit up the pizza joint and it's a pizza joint, but the table is a big ass touchscreen that you order your food on. And it's like, oh, I got all these stains on my pizza. Yeah, hit up the laundromat. We're at the laundromat.
Yeah.
There's a laundromat.
Round and round.
Dancing laundry. God, the show, that's the
you
other
will
thing.
get these songs stuck in your head so bad.
Yeah, dude.
You should talk to Kat about Lonely Girl. She can't get it out of her damn head.
It's freaking great. These songs will get stuck in your head. Maybe not the right one. There's one that's been stuck in my head, and it's just cussing the whole time, but I love it. But yes, it's a very good time.
Yeah, another thing setting-wise that I really, really like, I think this is the best place to put it, is the use of background characters.
Very much so.
It is freaking amazing.
Yeah. You get a lot of good stuff in here.
Yeah, it's like you know, there's a certain spot where they're trying to figure out like a handshake of some sort, and a dude just walks up.
Yeah, it just helps him.
Yeah, let me show you how it's done.
Yeah, dude.
And like there are so many like expressions, background characters get like lines, and all of it feels meaningful.
Yeah, it feels like
it is freaking cool.
You're literally watching like a collaboration with random people at times. That bit in the laundromat, they just like start knocking out a beat on these stools they're sitting on watching their laundry, and then this dude who's just there also with it doing his laundry just starts playing along with him, knocking on his stool or whatever. It's just a good time. Yep. It's a lot of really fun stuff.
Yep, I thought it was very cool. The story and setting of this one is just amazing. Like
it's top notch,
expertly crafted. Yeah.
Top notch. Let's move on to characters and development. So let's start with the main two. Carole.
Okay.
She's pretty tough for a teenager. She has been through a bit and doesn't let her. You find out later, kind of depressing past. She doesn't let it get her down. She is constantly working. She sometimes has trouble keeping a job, but she's constantly working, doing everything she can to make her life happen.
Also, this is a world that AI not only consumes music, but the workforce as well.
Yeah, most of it, yeah.
There's not a whole lot of jobs that need humans.
Yeah, you do see a couple. One in particular comes to mind that's just amazing, where she basically she's a hired griever at a funeral. Yeah. Ain't no robot doing that shit. So she's like trying to cry on command. It's freaking great. It's a fun time. But yeah, she's super rad. she's like, she's living in the
Paco's having a fit in there.
Paco's having a great time. She's living in like the former storage room in top of this like apartment complex or whatever. And like it's, you know, a nice enough place, but like the power's going out every now and then. She's got to work to keep everything running. And Tuesday shows up and ends up moving in with her almost immediately because, hey, besties, right off the bat.
Right.
Speaking of Tuesday, shy and sheltered. She's coming out of her cage. She's doing just fine. She's never had to work, really.
Yeah.
And it shows because she does not have an easy time talking to people or doing much of anything.
Yeah, she cleans and makes it way worse.
Yeah, she absolutely wrecks everything at a certain point. It's a good time. But yeah, she's obviously also like she's having some difficulty adjusting to there's no way around it, a lower class of living than she has been.
Yep.
But she's still like, you know, taking the initiative, trying to do what she has to do to get by because she knows that like she's found this person who she just immediately gels with. We can make music. She wants to make it happen. So they're doing everything to make it happen. Yeah, it's really cool.
And she kind of has a dilemma too of this is first episode stuff. This is first moment stuff. She's running away from home.
She's literally runs away from home.
Her mother is a large politician.
Yeah, big time.
You see her on giant screens on the streets and stuff, and debates and stuff like that.
And that's clearly like, you know, your kid ran away. That's scandal level shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is not cool. So she ends up like having like, I think her older brother like is trying to find her and whatnot, and it's a whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, she comes from money and it shows clearly. Yep. And with that comes all kind of problems and trouble. Mo money, mo problems, as they say. Let's talk about Gus and Roddy.
Yeah. I love these guys.
Yeah. Roddy is this teen dude. He's like a sound technician, a little bit of work with the AIs and whatnot. And he records Carole and Tuesday during like this little performance. They managed to sneak into this place.
Guerrilla performance.
Exactly.
At the immigrant hall.
And he ends up like recording them and just immediate viral sensation status instantly. Q, Gus, who is a washed-up rocker and an acquaintance of Roddy, who spends all his time drinking, he sees this video and he's like, Roddy, where you at? We got to find these girls right now. This is huge. This is they're the next big thing.
He played in a band called Something Sandwich. I don't remember what it was.
I don't remember.
Half-eaten sandwich or something like that.
Tasty Sandwich.
Yeah, maybe it was Tasty Sandwich. I don't know.
Something like that. But yeah, Gus is rad. He's like, you actually see, I think you see a picture of when he was younger.
They were a Motorhead knockoff.
Yeah, yeah. I think he played the drums, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see him like, there's I think a picture you see of like an old picture of him like on the drum set, and he looks cool, and now he's like kind of dumpy, just sits around drinking all day. Like he's clearly like bummed out.
Yeah.
He discovered someone else and whatnot, and they got big, but now he's just like nothing. And so he sees these girls and he's like, damn, he's like all day he sits in this bar listening to this crappy music on the radio, like turn this shit off. And then he hears like somebody watching this video on their phone. And he's like, turn that crap off. And they're like, what are you talking about? And he picks up, he's like, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah. No, wait, this is amazing.
Wait a minute. It's melted my cold heart.
Yeah. So Gus has had some success getting people out there and making something of them. And he immediately is drawn to Carole and Tuesday, and he is trying to make it work for them. However, Roddy has far more success with helping them than Gus does. Gus kind of bumbles around, but
Roddy helps them and also gets himself and them into so much crap.
Yep.
Like he is a sad sack.
Yeah, he's a sad sack. Gus is just a mess.
They're both. It's just a bunch of hot messes that make some beautiful, cool music together.
Yeah.
Let's get one more in here, and by proxy a couple others. Let's talk about Angela.
Yep.
Angela is a model who wants to break into the music industry. She's like already doing all these commercials and photo shoots, but she wants to be a musician. She wants to be a famous musician. She wants to be a great musician. She does have an overbearing mother who's androgynous, so it's kind of like you get a bunch of like stuff there. Not a lot. But you get a little bit of backstory.
I don't want to spoil too much in there because you do see like some photos and stuff like that.
This person's androgynous. Clearly.
There is something about
like
displaying
the
characteristics of both sexes due to the Martian environment.
Yeah, something with the environment fucked with this person.
It's not really touched on, but I'm assuming it's something that they're not gonna leave out.
Yeah, maybe. But importantly here, despite all that, this person Angela gets hooked up with Tao, who is a famous producer. Like we said, works exclusively with AI. big deal. This guy's making all the hits, and he's basically like they get together, and he's like, all right, fine, I'm gonna make you a damn star. You're gonna be the biggest thing ever. And there you go. Here comes the conflict. Because further down the line, you end up like
the rival. It feels like.
Yeah. I don't think it's too big of a spoiler to say there's a big music competition that Carole and Tuesday and Angela and several other rad musicians end up getting into.
Very cool stuff.
Yeah, you get a lot of cool stuff in here. But yeah, is there any other characters we need to hit on? Or we want to hit art animation?
The only other character we really mentioned would be from Roddy's side of things, and it's Erdogan.
Erdogan's crazy.
Yeah, Erdogan's just off. He's the DJ. And I will leave it at that. You get to go find Erdogan yourself.
He's just got such an ego.
There's just something so special about Erdogan.
Good old Erdogan. Living his damned life. God bless him. Let's hit that art and animation done.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
Great. It's very good.
It's, oh my God, it's so pleasant to look at.
Yeah, man. It's clean. It's what I really love about it is the character designs, because just looking, like, if you just look at the splash image on Netflix, you're gonna see Tuesday with this blonde hair and this modest dress, and it immediately you're like, she just looks as shy and innocent as she really is. It's an immediate identifier. And then whereas Carole with her overalls and her short sleeves, like, you immediately get across, this is like the can-do girl who's gonna do what it takes to get there, you know? And you put them together, it's these two disparate things that just meld together and make some really great music and really great characters. And
another thing that I like about this is the use of like I feel like there's a really and this could fall into the setting as well, but there's a super great use of different races. There's a accountability, like they account for all sorts of different orientations.
And
there's stuff a lot like that. It's very cool. Like they went all out for this. Like, everybody, what I liked about it was that everybody felt like they had a place to belong here.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's very inclusive.
Absolutely. There's a lot of diversity in here, and it really shows and it really works.
Yeah.
You also get some really great, I don't know if it was full on rotoscoped or anything, but there's a lot of really great, like, dancing and animation stuff that, like, is so smooth and it looks great.
Yeah, and it does have like those CG guitars and stuff too. It looks really good.
Particularly during some of the performances during this basically a big talent show thing that we get. It's pretty rad.
It's very cool.
A lot of the animation stuff.
I don't know how they did some of the crap they did, but god dang, they did it.
Yeah, dude, it's rad. How about the music and soundtrack,
I
man?
mean, what...
It's incredible.
It's very good.
It's basically perfect.
It's very very good.
The opening and the ending are amazing. The music throughout is beautiful and touching, and it hits hard when it needs to. You see a lot of performances of different songs and like stuff on stage and whatnot, and everything, like, from our main characters and our other characters and our side characters, it all just works. It's so good. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, and
I mean, it's album worthy stuff, and there is an album.
Yep. And once again, you get to see the cool moments of like Carole and Tuesday.
Yes.
Specifically one song really putting it together throughout the show.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Up until like a penultimate moment at the very end of the
where they're like
part.
Performing it. Yeah. The thing, that's what I wanted to talk about here, was when they're writing that first song, it's so intimate.
Yeah.
Because you're literally like hearing the little squeeches on the guitar and whatnot as she's moving her fingers. You're hearing like a scratch on the paper with a pencil as she's taking notes.
You hear missed notes.
Yeah, they pause and they start back up, and then they just start like, it just all comes together. It's such a beautiful scene.
It feels like a real like when you sit down with some friends or whatever and you're making music. I've been in a couple of bands, and that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Whenever you're writing that song that you haven't played for anybody, and like you're just spending the day working on it. That's what it sounds like. You're fucking up left and right.
Yeah.
But also, like, you can hear it coming together, and it's they freaking execute that so well in a way that, like, God, that is incredible that you were able to do that.
It's very well done. And even just the little bits of sound design, like I said, when like she's moving her fingers, like, it's when you hear it performed full on later, it's like, clearly this is like produced and it sounds good, and yeah, that's great. But like when they're just practicing it, you're hearing the little like slides on the guitar and stuff, and the little sounds and stuff. It's so, like, it just feels like you're there watching it happen. You're in the room where it happened. It's really, really beautiful.
It's the whole show is just so freaking crafted.
It's
so very well crafted.
It's very well done. All right, how about the Genocide Comedy, dude?
I'll keep my Genocide kind of short with this one. Personally, I freaking loved it. I thought the show was great. Can't wait for the second part. If I were to pick one thing off about it or whatever, it might have a little bit of a slow start for some viewers. I wouldn't say for me, but once again, this is kind of like if you like things that are just action and violence and, you know, just turbo non-stop motion, this might not be for you.
Yeah.
However, we do get some moments towards the end of the first season. You're like, wow, that was pretty freaking intense.
Yeah, you get some action.
So I could definitely see, you know, maybe the next season coming around with maybe a certain main character's politician mother forcing her hand.
Yeah.
We could get some really cool action scenes in here as well. Like I would not be surprised is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if they managed to fit everything that you could possibly fit into the show and do it well.
Yeah, possibly. I don't think anyone's gonna rob a bank.
No.
But you're gonna get you got some good stuff in here. Like you said, like I'm basically on the same wavelength as you, man. There's no like big action packed bits. There's no like, you know, there's not anything that's so outrageous or anything.
Yeah.
You're mostly just watching people live their lives, and it's a really great slice of life musical kind of thing, and it works. It's just so enjoyable.
Yep.
Again, like we always say, you know, everything's not for everybody.
Yeah.
This might not be for everybody.
Yeah.
But I feel like no one's gonna watch this and say, "Hey, that sucks."
There is some graphic language as well too. So
that
might take out some children from being able to.
That
view
was
this.
the thing. Me and my girlfriend.
It depends on how lenient you are with your kids.
Me and my girlfriend were watching this, and the whole time we're going through it, and we get to like episode 7 or 8, and we're sitting there, and it's like, I wonder why this was rated M for mature. And then there's one song that's like, wow.
Wow.
It's like, okay, that was nothing but profanity. and it's freaking great.
Yeah. So it might cut out some kids, some younger viewers.
Maybe. You know, maybe you vet these episodes if you think you might watch it with the kids.
I think you could watch the show with your children.
But maybe you fast forward this one scene. But it's a lot of fun. Let's get on to the scores, man.
Overall,
Let's
very good.
How we think about it. So first of all, story and setting. How'd you feel about it?
I gave it 2 points.
I gave it 2. How about the characters in development?
I gave them 2 points.
I gave them 2
Thought
points.
he excelled super well in that field.
Oh yeah, real good, man. How about the art and animation?
I gave it 2 points.
And 1.5.
1.5.
I cut it off. It's not that there was anything wrong with it. It's just like if I'm saying 2 points, it's got to be like perfect. It's very good.
I thought it was just so damn pleasing.
It is very good. How about the music and soundtrack?
How do you give it anything but a 2?
You can't give it nothing but a 2. It's got to be a 2. How about the Genocide Comedy?
I give it a 1.5.
I also went 1.5 on that one.
Yeah, I give it a 1.5, and because I think there is somewhere in here that there's probably some room to improve very minor things.
Yeah, maybe.
I definitely want to see how it folds out, but this could go all the way when we do part 2 and we raise these scores up or down.
It could be a
maybe
perfect
keep
10.
it the same. It could be a perfect 10. It's on the right train to do it.
Yeah, man. I guess we'll find out then. But yes, that's a 1.5 from me as well, and that puts you at a 9.5. I think
that puts me in a 9.5.
Solid 9 from me.
So we're both sitting at an Animazing.
As an Animazing,
man. When they do it, and we both know that they did it.
Yeah, they did it good, man. It's absolutely beautiful. There's really nothing here that you can point at and say, "Hey, this sucks."
Yeah,
like everything about it just feels so good.
It's very, very, very good.
Yeah,
it's definitely worth your time. Go watch it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a whole bunch. 12 whole episodes in this part 1. Obviously, probably going to be 12 in the next one.
Yep.
Maybe 13 if they give us a special or something. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. It's a good time, and it is absolutely worth your time. So that's our review of Carole and Tuesday.
Yep.
And obviously, you should go check it out.
Yep. And next week, we're going to keep it musical.
We're going to do something a little different
Something
here.
a little different. Something a little weird. Something I found out about this week.
God.
And the album was actually releasing, and I was like, holy crap.
What is this?
So
what is this thing?
Good buddies may or may not know this about me. I doubt they do, but we are located in Texas, and it's hard to avoid country music.
Oh, this guy.
And honestly, with a whole lot of my friends and growing up, there's like a stigma against not liking country music.
I like old country.
Because your parents like country music, whatever it is.
It's situational.
I like country music personally.
I don't like country music these days.
There's some of it that I don't like, but I think it's like the punk rock retirement plan. That's what country music is.
Wow.
You get your heart out there, you play it really loud, and then when you want to calm down, you go do some country music.
That's what they say, man. It's like, hey, you're not a particularly good vocalist, not a particularly good guitar player. There's always country.
Wait until you hear my boy Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah. Sturgill Simpson's a pretty huge deal. He was he won some Grammys back in 2017, Grammys. I think.
Yep.
Nominated for Album of the Year. Didn't get that one. I think Adele took it that year. I'm not sure. But my dude, he puts out some good music.
Yep.
And this latest one is straying away apparently from more traditional country, going full on like southern rock, real experimental
stuff. He's
more
often compared to like Waylon Jennings, Merle Haggard, the Willie Nelson, the outlaw country greats.
Sure.
This album is a freaking banger. I listened to most of it today.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
He describes it as a sleazy southern rock disco album.
Jesus. But more importantly, the reason we're talking about this on our anime podcast
is
why
are we talking about this country musician?
Because my dude, you can never say Sturgill Simpson is a one-note man. He is not a one-trick pony.
Mm-mm.
My dude produced a visual album that is a straight-up anime, about 40 minutes long on Netflix.
Yep.
The name of the album and the anime are both Sound and Fury, which I can't remember it's King Lear or Macbeth, but it's a Shakespeare quote. The Sound and Fury.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good one. But that's the name of it. We're going to be checking that out next week, and that is what we're going to be reviewing.
It's animated from the people that worked on Batman Ninja.
Jesus.
So it's kind of got that kind of style
thing
to it.
Yeah.
Also, people that worked on Akira are working on this project as well.
So we're going to see an Akira slide.
I don't know what all we're going to see in this. Just the one music video that he's released so far
saw that.
is freaking bonkers.
It's pretty wild, man. So we're going to be checking that out. It's a real short one, which, it's going to be fun. It's 40 whole minutes long. We're going to check that out, and we will tell y'all what we think about it. And,
Are you going to listen to the album as well?
I'm going to listen to the album.
Yeah.
I'll listen to the album. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. That's what's coming up next week, so get ready, get ready. Good
Sound
buddies.
and Fury by Sturgill Simpson.
Yeah, man.
A little different, but I'm super stoked about it, so I hope you guys stick around and watch it. And it's not like a very hard... It's kind of cool because it might be out of a lot of the Good Buddies wheelhouses. This is something unique.
Yeah, it's certainly different.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it is certainly unique.
And it's not gonna take a lot of your time.
No, certainly not. But yeah, let's bust on out of here. We're gonna move on into the ramble. That's it for the review portion of the show. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do us a favor, comment if you have anything to say about it. You got any questions? We love questions. And of course, like and share and subscribe and ring that bell so we can ding your dong and whatnot. Full links in the description below, and we will have the full plugs at the end of the ramble. Which, if you're listening to the podcast, you're getting it all at once, baby.
Yep.
But anything else to say there, big buddy? Oh, we want to give a shout out to our buddy Haas.
Yeah.
For the
Thomas Tastes Better.
Yes, Thomas Tastes Better on Instagram for our closing theme song on the review YouTube. That is The Buddy's Good, is what's that one called again? That's Haas Thomas Tastes Better, one word, on Instagram. Anything else to talk about?
I think that's it, dude.
All right, well, we're gonna bust on into ramble. We will see y'all next time when we review Sound and Fury by Sturgill Simpson.
Yep. It's gonna be exciting.
And that bad day.
Yeah, we'll see you, good buddies.
Later.
Love you.